Dawn breaks. With it, echoes of war rent the air. A war that has been planned by several stakeholders.
Na Wakenya wote wanatutegemea sisi.
And this is the result of the meticulous planning. With the first glimmer of morning rays, the war front is a prism with the different colors of war regalia donned by the Kenya Defense Forces and the Somali National Army. However, on the 29th May 2012, the Dawn chorus bore different melodies.
Na Wakenya wote wanatutegemea sisi.
Sounding a sense of urgency, the daunting task ahead of the Kenya Defense Forces, that of capturing Afmadow, Al-Shabaab's logistic stronghold. We tag along as well, donning military regalia for the sole reason of blending in and thus not making us vulnerable targets. The journey begins.
Green! Green! Green!
This is a mission that will see them cover a total of 55 kilometers in 2 phases. A battle fought in the air and on land with a fleet of about 100 vehicles. Just a few kilometers from Beles Kokani, we encountered the first Al-Shabaab ambush. On the ground, visible signs of an exchange. It's the end of the road for these Al-Shabaab militants, about 10 of them put out of action by the KDF. In the thicket, the army discover yet another suspected Al-Shabaab militant, injured. He will provide critical intelligence info on the Al-Shabaab whereabouts. The journey continues. At Point Hayo, the first phase of the journey to Afmadow ends. It's a ghost town, residents sent packing by Al-Shabaab. This will be home for tonight. The next day, Phase 2 begins. Along the way, we're informed that the Al-Shabaab may be plotting an ambush similar to the one we had witnessed earlier. The eyes in the sky are sent up front to spy the ground, and the land troops respond in kind. They can almost smell victory. The wheels of history roll on as Kenya makes its entry into Afmadow. The town remains quiet, nobody in sight. Only desolate buildings provide audience. KDF troops drive through the town. They have no business here. Pacification is left to the Somali National Army and Ras Kamboni Brigade forces. In the outskirts of the town, it's a time of reflection and a time of celebration. This marks several months of planning and intelligence gathering as the commanding officer lets on later.
Mipango ya jeshi ya KDF sio kuharakisha operation yenyewe, lakini kuhakikisha kwamba tunapata intelligence ya kutosha, tunajua kwamba adui yako wapi, anafanya nini, na tukiona ya kwamba matayarisho yale ambayo tuko nayo, tuko tayari kusonga mbele.
But with it, a word of advice.
Ningependa kutoa mwito kwa Wakenya, pia wako na jukumu pale nyumbani kuhakikisha kwamba wakiona jambo fulani ambalo linafanyika, basi wanaeleza vyombo vya usalama.
And so here at Point Afmadow, the thing that remains now is the pacification of this town, because as the KDF says, the war is now about winning the hearts and minds of the residents. Willis Raburu, Citizen TV, Afmadow.